Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and today is a double page, and I'm pulling in oldie but a goodie. I am with the Autumn Chill collection from Die Cuts with a View. So I finished my kit pretty early this month. So for these past couple pages, or these last couple pages at least, they're gonna be kind of from my stash. So I'm pulling in some of my old favorites you guys saw, or you will see on the last Wednesday of the month. For off the board pamphlet papers, I use Beachy Evergreen, which I love that collection, but I love this one too, Autumn Chill. It's such a beautiful pastel-y fall collection. I feel like you could just use it for almost anything. It's so beautiful. And I had a lot of photos here. I was kind of going through, this is from when the Horsemen's Association at UGA. I was the president of the Horsemen's Association at UGA senior year, and every year we try to do a trail ride. So this year we went to Blue Ridge, Georgia. We did adventure trail ride, but we also took a pit stop to Hillcrest Apple Orchard, which is a very nostalgic place for me. We used to go every year in the fall, me and my family, to get some caramel apples. We'd get some apple cider. There's a petting zoo there. I was always all about holding all the baby chicks. So it was really fun that we got to kind of do this little pit stop here. I had a lot of photos though. I kind of edited them down to these 6, and I thought they would be 2 separate pages. I thought I would maybe just document Hillcrest and then document our trail ride. But I was kind of looking at them and I was like, I think these pages are going to be right next to each other, and they're going to look very similar if I have these 3 4x6s that are all horizontal, especially if I put them all vertically. So I decided to embrace it and just make this whole day a double page spread. So that's what I'm doing right now. I thought it'd be really nice if I just lined up the photos on the edge so it creates this big photo strip or photo collage right in the middle of this double page spread, and then I could just decorate the left and the right side with some scraps and kind of just finish it off that way. So I thought this was a really fun but like a super simple layout to get a lot of photos scrapped. And this is nice because it's an example of how you can do a double page spread for 2 separate events, especially if they happen on the same day. It's really easy to do that like this. So yeah, just trying to create some simple layering here. I used this plaid for the main background. Sorry, Billy's barking in his sleep. Billy! Billy! Hey, buddy. He always does that. He always talks in his sleep. It's so funny. But yeah, I love this soft plaid for the background, and so I figured maybe I could pull in some of these pinks and these greens from the plaid as my layers, and I already had scraps of those colors, so I thought that kind of worked out great. So you saw from my main background, I just pulled in some cheap filler paper, some black filler paper from my stash. I have hundreds of these sheets because they come preloaded in my page protectors, and I decided just to take a 12 by 12 of this plaid, cut it in half, and paste it on either side where the photos weren't. And that kind of creates the background, and then from there I can just layer up. So I loved this darker pink floral. I had a branding strip of that, and then I had a nice little strip of it on the other side that wasn't quite 12 inches, but you can see I'm just going to plan on having a layer that kind of covers the gap over there. So I love that I have this floral on either side now, and now I'm pulling in this nice green floral. I just trimmed it into a banner. I have these giant doilies still from Allie, and I thought this was a really beautiful page to pull one of those in on. I liked the freshness of that pop of white. That banner covers up the gap from the pink floral, and now I just want to pull that color to the other side. There's a cut apart over there that has some moths on it, and it just says "Just Fly," and I thought that was really pretty. I love that it was in the color scheme too. I love moths and butterflies in scrapbooking collections. I just love them. Like, I don't know why, but they're so pretty, and I'll put them on anything. So I really love that I could get that on this page. So I'm just trying to pull in that cut apart, and then there's a lighter green polka dot I also thought was really sweet, so I figured I could pull that on either side as well. So I had a skinny strip of it. I just trimmed into a skinny banner to go over this fat banner over here. And then there's a wider piece I cut into a wider banner to go behind the cut apart on the right side. So I'm just trying to balance what I'm doing on the left and the right over here. I have this big darker green floral banner on this side, but the smaller cut apart on the other side, so I kind of flipped it when it came to the lighter green layer, just to kind of keep it interesting. But I think that looks so sweet. And then I just was looking for one more like textural detail or something kind of like the doily that makes it a little bit more interesting. So I decided to go in. I have a couple scraps of this light kind of peachy toned paper, so I just used my scallop border punch, and I'm going to run that up both sides of either side of the page, right behind the darker floral, pink floral. So I'm just trying to get that together, but I think that looks really sweet too. This is a really great kind of page for if you're in a jam or you're just down on Mojo or you have a lot of photos, you just need to get scrapped. I love this kind of design. It doesn't have to always be complicated. I think this is one of those really sweet kind of clean layouts where it's very practical and fun to do just to get your juices flowing. So I'm gonna get this scallop tucked down, and I'm pretty sure my paper layers are done at this point. I do want to add kind of one more detail of interest, and then I need to do some embellishment. I need a title. I wasn't quite sure if I needed journaling. I really feel like there's a lot of information on these photos. This left page here, you can see we're standing outside the Hillcrest Apple Orchard barn that has the name on it. And inside that middle photo on the left here, there's that mannequin or that of that man on the tractor, and he's also very nostalgic because when you walk in, he has a whole like automated spiel he gives, and every time I see him, it gives me so much nostalgia. But I remember my brother could mimic him perfectly, and so I had to get a picture with him to send to my brother. But yeah, I just feel like you get all the information you need from the photos here. Even on the trail ride side, this was back in my phase where, again, I wasn't a scrapbooker. I just put everything on Facebook, and I was really good about documenting on the photos with text, using like photo editing apps to put text on photos, which I'm usually not a fan of. But that middle photo on the right side, that's kind of our group shot with all the horses, I wrote Blue Ridge, Georgia Adventure Trail Ride, Horseman's Fall, trail ride. So I really don't need to say much more than that, I don't think. So I kind of forego the journaling on this page. But I did want another kind of special element. It was kind of bothering me. I love the way the doily looks and that freshness of that white, and I wanted another white die cut thing to add some more interest. So again, I went through Ronnie's stash and I pulled out a white film strip, and I just think it was the perfect little touch, especially because there's so many photos on here. And I just trimmed that into 2 pieces, and I'm also tucking that on either side in my kind of cluster area or my layery area. And I think that's so cool as well. So there is that layer. Just for viewing's sake, I overlapped the photos so that you can kind of see the full 12 by 12 here. But I'm just going through and trying to figure out what I want to do for embellishment. So because we're using horses, I pulled out Shadney's little goodie bag of horses that she sent me. I love them so much, and I thought it'd be really sweet if I got some horses on here, some wood veneer horses. But these color schemes were very much reminding me of One Canoe 2. I think it was also the moths that triggered me because One Canoe 2 has a couple collections, like the Twilight collection, that has some really beautiful moths in them. So it just reminded me of One Canoe 2, and I thought maybe there might be some stuff in the sticker packs or the sticker books that I could use to embellish. And I was correct. There is a bunch of word stickers that is that perfect kind of minty color I thought was really pretty. There's also a large gold title I thought would be really nice to get on here that says "What a Lovely Day." And it's hard to see, but a couple of these florals have some gold foiling on them. So I thought pulling out more of that gold foiling was really nice. So I'm just going to use this "What a Lovely Day." I have this giant banner over here. I was thinking my title would sit anyways, and it actually spatially worked out perfectly. So I am just using the skinny mint polka dot banner as kind of my horizontal line to start my title. I'm going to start with the day and work myself up, and I really want to try and keep the spacing similar to how it is on this sticker sheet because I liked how it was laid out. So it just takes me a minute to get all of this down. But I love the introduction of more gold foil. I'm just now trying to think in my head, okay, you added this big gold element to the left side, so I'm going to want to put some gold stuff on the right side as well, which I'm not too worried about. There's a lot of different gold elements in these sticker books, so I know I could probably go through and find some hearts or plus signs or something. But I think we're almost done here. There's my title. I think that turned out so nice. And now I think I'm going to go through the sticker book again. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the other gold element too. So I'm just trying to find all the gold pieces. I really was looking for some gold hearts, but I found the row of the gold plus signs, and I thought that I would like that better for some reason. So once I find that, you'll kind of see. I think I'm going for the word stickers first, actually. But yeah, I find 3 of these kind of minty word stickers, and one says the best, another one says fresh air, and one says here and now. So I kind of just line them up together, so it kind of almost reads as one. But I'm just going to line those up on this little moth cut apart just for a little bit of interest. I kind of just feel like it was too plain over there. I needed something else on top of it, so that helps. But I also, again, I want another gold element. So there's a whole row here of gold little heart, or plus signs, sorry. So I'm going to layer up a couple of them. I started out with just 3. I was going to do 1 here on the bottom and then 2 up on the side. But for whatever reason, I think it's because I had such a large gold title on the left, I wanted more. So I just went ahead and added a couple more over there. But I think that's nice, and it kind of balances that gold, so it's not so heavy on the left-hand side. And then this is where I'm going in with embellishments. So I have these really cool, these came in a mini collection pack, and for the life of me, I can't remember who it was from. Because I have de-kitted it since then, because I pretty much killed it. But it was little Valentine's mini kit, and it had these little faux enamel dots. It's almost like those homemade perler bead enamel dots you can make. And there were a couple green toned ones. There was kind of an aqua and a teal that I thought looked really nice with this collection. So instead of using Nuvo drops or enamel dots, I decided to go in with those. And that makes me really happy too, because those have been sitting in my stash for a while. I kind of forget about them, because when I want something like this, I go straight for the Nuvo dots or enamel dots. I don't know, I'm trying to drops. But yeah, I think those look so cool. And I just love when I can pull stuff in from my stash, especially when it's from other people. I love looking at my pages like this, and I see, oh my gosh, I got an Allie doily on here, a Ronnie die cut, I got some Shadney wood veneer, and I got this, perler bead and nail dots from whatever. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of the shop I got those from. But I just love seeing how you guys are on my pages, and how much you influence what I can create with this stuff. So I love pages like this, even though it's really simple. It means a lot to me for all those different reasons. And I kind of thought I was done after these little enamel dots, but then I was like, yeah, I definitely need some of Shadney's horses on here. So I did go back, and I asked Marcus, I thought initially I might paint these horses white. I think they would have looked really nice white. It would have pulled more of that freshness in from the doily, from the die cut. But Marcus had walked in, and I was like, I put them on the page, and I was like, I really do like them raw. I love the raw wood veneer on these horse pages. So I think they would have looked really good white, but Marcus agreed he liked them raw, so that's why I left them like that. And I just paired them with some hearts. But here are the close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is a really simple but practical design. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.